Welcome to iHeart Communities. I'm Heather White from 98.1 KVET, and I have Shanna Barnes with me. Good morning.
Good morning, Heather.
Thanks for coming in and talking to us.
And, I really appreciate the invite. I'm pretty excited to be here, even as early as I got up to be here.
Well, of course. Now, I'm excited because I want you to tell us all about So Live. Let's just start with basics. What is So Live?
Sure. All right. Well, thank you for asking.
Sure.
It so happens that we're a nonprofit, and we're on a mission to raise awareness for effective and non-toxic cancer treatments,
Okay.
which are working their way through the FDA approval process.
Okay.
We achieve this mission in part by offering a platform on our website as a form of an educational platform, so that those who have been affected by cancer can go there to further their research and learn more about these types of treatments.
Okay.
Bottom line is, we believe there are other treatments out there that may be a better option for us, and we deserve to know about them. So we're here to help share that information.
This is so interesting because, I've been fortunate in my family. We haven't had a lot of cancer to deal with, but I know that cancer touches so many people in our community. And I know that sometimes one of the comments is that the treatment is as difficult as the disease. So tell me a little bit about how did you end up in this and why non-toxic cancer treatments?
Okay. Well, and you are fortunate because cancer does touch all of our lives. I know it's a broad statement, but I think it'd be very hard to find somebody who hasn't been affected by cancer.
Right.
So the inspiration of So Live comes from a good friend's actions about 18 years ago.
Okay.
And this friend, Jo Lynn, was diagnosed with third-stage colon cancer.
Okay.
And she made the decision to take a route other than the traditional cancer treatments offered in the U.S.
Okay.
Which, by the way, have been essentially the same treatments that have been offered for us here since about the mid-1950s.
Is that right? Seriously?
Yes. And so, but the great part about this story is almost 18 years later, Jo Lynn is still around, cancer-free, might I add.
Wow.
So because of her actions and her treatment choices, well, as well as the many synths that we've seen successfully go down a similar path, we were inspired to create an organization that can help shine a light on these types of treatments and the others out there that have this type of effect, as well as non-toxicity.
Okay. And I guess let's back up a little bit and talk about what does that mean, non-toxic? What determines whether something's toxic or not? I mean, I guess I would assume something like regular traditional chemotherapy and radiation would be considered a more toxic approach, or am I wrong?
No, certainly that is a more toxic approach, and it simply is the options that we have available right now. But our criteria when we are looking to share information on our website is a two-part.
Okay.
Number one, it needs to first do no harm.
Okay.
Okay. Number two, be effective. And of course, these types of treatments need to be working to become U.S. compliant.
Okay.
Now, as most of us know, first do no harm is an honorable phrase coined from the ancient Greek writing of physician Hippocrates.
Right. The Hippocratic Oath.
Yes.
Right.
And so this phrase is not actually directly translated or a direct translation of the Hippocratic Oath. However, it's been held sacred by physicians since 400 BC. It's become the implicit purpose and truth behind it.
Okay.
First, do no harm. So while we may be a bit old-fashioned, we believe that first, do no harm should always be the first criteria for a new drug. Therefore, this phrase has become our beacon when searching for effective non-toxic treatments.
Now, if you're just tuning in, I'm talking to Shannon Barnes. She's executive director of So Live. Their website is soliveinc.org. That's solivinc.org. And we're talking a little bit about what So Live does and why. And go back to, we're talking about the criteria. First, do no harm.
First, do no harm.
Okay.
And the second one, of course, effective. What is the point of a medical treatment if it's not effective?
Well, that's right.
So that's a given. But the bottom line is, Heather, a treatment should not only conquer an ailment, it should increase your quality of life. We ask people to go check out our website, and the tab happens to be called First Do No Harm.
Oh, very good.
Yes,
very
ma'am.
good. So now, you were talking about your friend. Is it Jolynn?
Jolynn, that's correct.
Yes, you were talking about Jolynn. Did she have to leave the country to get treatment? That was...
She did.
Okay.
The treatment is currently being offered, the particular one that she took, in Nuevo Laredo. Mm-hmm. And so it's not in the U.S., but very importantly, this treatment is working with our FDA to become compliant in the U.S. so that we might have that option.
Good.
But as many of us also know, cancer is a $1 trillion industry. It's a business, and it takes a lot of funds to get through all of the approval process, as well as considering the development, research and development, legal aspect, marketing. It's a tremendous feat. So we believe that through our organization, one, we can raise awareness about these types of treatments. And our ultimate goal is to actually be able to administer grants for these treatments for their FDA approval process.
Oh, wow.
So not into the research and development.
Right.
It makes us a little different than a lot of the other cancer benefits that are out there. We're not raising awareness and funds for a development of something, rather to shine a light on a pre-existing treatment or treatments and help make them available.
Wow. Because, I mean, I suppose... Looking at it practically speaking, with our insurance industry as it is, if you have cancer, they're going to give you payment for approved treatments, the treatments that they think are okay. And so that's going to limit your choices as a patient and someone who is challenged by cancer. Am I right in guessing that?
Absolutely. I mean, you could say, okay, well, just go to Mexico or go to Europe, go to Canada, go to wherever these treatments are being offered. Well, that sounds fine, but when you bring it back full circle to the real world, it costs money to travel outside the country. And there's also that safety net of, how do I know that this treatment is actually for real and, and the quality that it offers. And so knowing that our government has put its stamp of approval on it brings us a sense of comfort. And of course, it helps that the insurance company, are generally willing to pay for those treatments, which they do not if you're taking a treatment outside the U.S.
This is so interesting. And so we were talking off the air before we started that you're very, very passionate about this, and that, this is kind of your passion project working with SoLive. If you're just tuning in, we're talking to Shanna Barnes, Executive Director of SoLive Incorporated. SoLiveInc.org is their website. How did you get all fired up about it? Who is Jolynn to you?
Jolynn is somebody that we went to church with and saw at the rodeo circuit. I'm a 7th generation West Texas rancher. So I rodeoed growing up, ranch girl, and she was she's still pretty dang tough, West Texas woman who fought her way and made her own independent decisions on that.
Right.
But the passion really connects to the fact that after we saw the success of this treatment, my mother, Charlene Barnes, started as a patient consultant, a U.S. patient consultant for this treatment. So I've had a direct access to see multiple people go through this treatment with this success. And the question I would ask my mom is, why isn't this available in the U.S.? What is it? We're raising billions of dollars to find a cure. Why is this not getting attention? And so SoLive was formed as an educational platform. And that's all we are. We are not affiliated with any treatment, any doctor, hospital, clinic, etc. We're just simply here to raise awareness and share this information. And all that we ask is if you are researching, check it out, and you make your own educated decision on what you decide to do.
Now, one of the reasons that you came in today, Shanna, was to talk about an event coming up May 30th. Tell me about the event and what it's going to do for your organization.
So this event is going to be a doozy. I am so excited.
A doozy. I love it. Yeah.
A doozy. Next Saturday, May 30th, we are hosting our inaugural festival and fundraiser, Lifepalooza. Exactly. It's going to be one big party. At Whitewater Amphitheater, and we have the Spasmatics headlining.
They are so much fun.
They are a blast. Now, the festivities are going to kick off at 6 p.m. with live music from the sultry voice, Americana voice of Jared Medulla.
Excellent.
And we're going to have a bunch of great retail vendors as well as other festival activities going on. Mm-hmm. Now, Heather, I know a lot of people are like, wait, I use Saturdays as family time.
Right.
You may be wondering, what am I going to do with the kids because I want to go out and play?
Right.
So I have good news for you.
Okay.
This event is a family event offering all children 12 and under admissions free.
Excellent.
So bring the family.
Cool.
Family of 4 can get in for under $30.
Awesome.
Kiddos get in free, so that'll be a lot of fun. And, I had mentioned that we're going to have festivities. Some of those include face painting, balloon art, even a magician.
Excellent.
And for the adults, I'm not saying that you don't want to go watch the magician.
You might want to get your face painted.
Or that. Massage Heights is going to be there offering chair massages. Or if you do want to get your face painted, we have a vendor there, Show Me Your Lashes, that will be doing partial makeovers.
Fun.
Exactly. Okay, so you don't want to be painted on. How about you want to paint something?
Okay.
Pino's Palette from Alamo Heights in San Antonio will be there.
Love them.
And you can sit down and paint your own masterpiece on a canvas.
Fabulous.
We're also going to have great retailers, as I mentioned. So for those of us that want to go shopping, note I said us.
Yeah.
I will be doing some shopping.
Of course.
And I'd like to ask everybody to not forget about our silent auction, because those proceeds will go back to help our cause, as well as our ticket admission sales, by the way.
That is so cool.
And we have some awesome items on the silent auction.
Okay.
So, I can't wait to have those all displayed out. And because this is a festival, it can't all be about shopping. It can't all be about booths. We have the live music. We have multiple full bars and a concession, barbecue.
Excellent.
We also have the beautiful demonstration of martial arts. It's actually Brazilian martial arts, capoeira.
Awesome.
They're going to be hitting the main stage with their live music, singing, and amazing acrobatics in this traditional form of fight.
I have seen those guys. They're incredible,
yes.
Guys and girls.
Guys and girls.
Yes.
And then shortly after that, we're going to have the Spasmatics come on.
Dang.
Okay.
This is fun.
So
what's the timetable on the 30th?
The timetable is everything starts at 6 p.m.
Okay.
And a lot of the vendors are going to be operating primarily from 6 to 9.
Okay.
About 9 o'clock when the Spasmatics hit the stage, I'm assuming that a lot of the shift is going to be shifting back in time to that 1980s feel.
Right.
And this is when the Austin heartthrobs known as the Spasmatics get on there and totally rock the stage.
Excellent.
And I think I don't have to really give them an introduction because we are in Austin.
Yes.
But just for those who don't know, the Spasmatics are a 1980s tribute band.
They're so good.
But not only do they have truly impeccable vocals, they're also wildly entertainment and frankly hilarious.
They are. They are super.
To further jump on their bandwagon, what I'm actually trying to say is, come on, Eileen. Bring Jesse's girl and get footloose.
Oh, my God.
At Life Palooza.
So can people buy tickets on your website?
They can. You can go to golifeevents.org. And so it's golifeevents.org. You can also go to Whitewater's website as well.
Okay.
Tickets can be bought online. They start at $12, or you can also buy them the day of the event at the gate.
Okay, excellent. And the event is May 30th at Whitewater Amphitheater. That sounds like super fun for the whole entire family. And it's going to be a benefit for So Live. So it's like
even better.
Not only are you going to have fun, but you're helping out. And you're going to end up helping people right here in our community because you're going to be shining a light on these alternative treatments. And is it okay to call them alternative treatments, or is that...
I don't have a problem.
Okay.
You can call them whatever you want. Our
right.
concern is the fact and that people get to know about them.
Okay.
In addition to raising awareness for these types of treatments and kind of coming full circle back around to even Life Palooza that's coming up on May 30th, we wanted to form an organization that not only has this amazing mission, but also has a unique way to go about accomplishing this mission. So just like you want a treatment to increase the quality of your life, we really focus on offering fundraisers that leave a long-lasting experience with participants. We want to leave them with a smile, and we call this experience a So Live moment.
Oh, excellent.
So, what is a So Live moment, you might ask?
I might ask, yes.
It's that moment when you feel your veins rushing with blood, like that tingly feeling where you have butterflies in your tummy, and with wide eyes and a cheesy grin, your face flushes with excitement. Kind of like mine right now. Part of it's nerves, part of it's excitement.
Yes.
Now, for some, that might be as extreme as jumping out of a plane.
Right.
For others, as simple as having a family outing in the park. But I'm not talking about checklist activities that you want to do before you leave this planet.
Right.
That's living before you die. I'm talking about living to live. We want to encourage those through our experiences to want to live life, to want to live longer. And we create these moments by hosting exciting, unique events while raising awareness for our awesome cause in our fight against cancer. So Live moments are the brand, the very heartbeat that will take So Live from an idea into a social movement, what we call a So Live movement.